or the CAU. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're family. From the swag, from the MEAC, CAA or the CAU. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better. You can be from the swag, from the MEAC, CAA. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the swag, from the MEAC, CAA, or the CAU. It don't matter where you're coming from, cause we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on. Come on. CAA or the HBCU is where we go. We're family. From the swag, from the MEAC, CAA or the CAU. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. Hey, what is really happening? How you doing? Welcome back to another HBCU Alumni House Party. I'm your host, Anthony Brown. I am so glad to be here. February 10th, 2021. Yeah, whew, I'm got tongue-tied there. How you doing today? Listen, I am so excited to be here once more and again. Even though we talk about the fact that our HBCU is better than yours, at the end of the day, we're still family. And that's the great thing about it, that we all are here to support us. It's all about us today. Listen, we've been doing a phenomenal job. Shout out again to Lincoln University of Pennsylvania and to Cheney University for helping us kick off our 2021 HBCU Alumni Cares Initiative. I remember last year, you all helped me raise over $138,000 for various HBCUs. You all did an amazing job. Y'all give yourselves a hand for that. Yeah, I appreciate it. But this week is a brand new week. Now listen, again, we start the campaigns now on Mondays of every week, no later than 12 o'clock noon, and it goes to the following week, Monday, right? So this week, as we were wrapping up Cheney and Lincoln University around 11 o'clock or so Monday morning, we started off our new campaigns for Clark Atlanta University and for Wilberforce University. Listen, these two schools that came here already in the last few days. They're here trying to show up and show out. They're trying to show up and show out real quick. So we're going to we got some special alumni and members of the community who are here to talk about these great institutions of higher learning. Real shout out real quick. Let me look in the chat. I always got to show some love to all my folks in the chat. Hey, what's going on? Aaron Clayton, how are you, sir? Let's see. Anybody else I want to say hello to? Don't forget to hit that like, hit that share button, no matter where you are. Let me shout out real quick to all my tardy to the party folks. How y'all gonna be tardy to the house party? But that's okay though. You're still here, and you still got time to give if you haven't done so already. We are going to be dropping those links in the chat real soon for those who want to give. Thank you for everyone who joined us in the Clubhouse conversation on Tuesday nights, hosted by Carly from Howard University and Heather from Lincoln and Lester from why am I going blank on it? Lester from Wilberforce, yes. So thank you for those people who come through and support our Clubhouse conversation, and to the Big Media show on Monday nights for allowing me to come and be a part of their show. Now, listen, I'm not going to hold you. We got a lot we got to cover. I'm excited about our guests for today. I'm not going to tell you who just yet, but I'm also excited about the fact that both of these institutions, both Wilberforce and Clark Atlanta University, are part of my United Negro College Fund family. Again, if you did not know, I serve as the president of the National Alumni Council for UNCF. That means I represent the 37 member institutions and the over 450,000 alumni, nearly 60,000 students in all of our member schools, and graduates, students, scholarship recipients, and all that. And I'm so excited that these two schools are part of our UNCF family. And this season, I'm having a little bit of shakes because normally by now, Lester and Gay-linn and Dr. French and some other, we should be in Birmingham, Alabama, like right now, like today. Yeah, right now. I should be doing this live show from Birmingham. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we are here. We're still at home, but I'm glad all of our people are safe. But we are still doing some fundraising activities. And let me tell you about two upcoming activities that UNCF is having real quick. It's going to be one that's going to be held this Friday by our UNCF Indianapolis office. They're doing a throwback. For those who remember the Lou Rawls Parade of Stars telethon, they're doing a throwback. They're going to play some of those best of highlights back in the day when we used to have the telethon with the phone banks and all that. And then our Hampton in the DMV area, called the Hamptons, they're going to be doing an event coming up real soon. But before I talk about that, let me tell you about the fact that, shout out to Facebook. Listen, they got this new Black History promotion where they give a shout out to various various African-American groups on Facebook. So let me shout out the HBCU Alumni United group with over 85,000 members strong. They selected us to be part of this promotion, and it talks about you so black. Yes, you are. You so black. But it's all about the uplift and the encouragement of where we come, where we're going, and what we need to be and all about. So we're going to take a quick moment and we're going to talk about why you so black. And then we're going to...
You so black. You so black. When you smile, the stars come out. You so black. When you born, the God come out. Black is night. Black is pyramids and mathematics. Black is melanized and magic. Black with privilege. Black with pride. Black on purpose on the black hand side. Black and beautiful. Black and blessed and highly favored. Ain't we black and blessed? Black and so much more. Black and nothing less. Black and educated. Black is brilliant. Black is strong. Black is resilient. Black is song. Black is infinite like hip-hop or space. Black is grace. Black is love. Black makes babies. Black babies grow up. Black is tough. Black is tough. Black is tough. Black is hard to do. Black is me. Black is you. Black is not something that we get to choose, but it is something that we get to cherish. It's something that we get to wear, and we get to rock this with honor. So yeah, I'm black like my granddaddy, and my great-great-great-grandmama. Black is that lift every voice and sing. Black is that letting your freedom ring and resound. Black is adjective, adverb, color, and noun. Baby, you so black. When you're born, the God comes out.
Celebrating the history of UNCF, the impact in our community, and how you can help with its mission. UNCF, an evening of Indiana Stars Throwback Telethon Special, February 12th on WRTV.
I come from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6. To me, being the first person to go to college, it's like setting a standard, you know? My little brother is 8 years old now. I challenge his curiosity. I challenge him to dream. I have to paint a picture for him that he can look up to and live up to and possibly be better than. My name is Jaquez, and I am your dividend.
I am Newport News Mayor Dr. McKinley Price, and it is my pleasure to invite you to join us, the mayors of Hampton Roads, in celebrating the 4th anniversary of the UNCF Mayor's Mask Ball on March the 20th, 2021. This year's event has been reimagined as an extraordinary virtual gala experience. Since 1944, the UNCF has been lighting the way to better futures through a college education. This has been made possible through the help of generous supporters like you, believers who know the extraordinary value of an education from an HBCU. Over the past 76 years, UNCF has raised $5 billion in funding, which has helped light the way for more than 450,000 students. UNCF is investing in Hampton Roads and across Virginia with more than $1.5 million in scholarships for Virginia students. People often question the need for HBCUs, but as a proud graduate twice from an HBCU, let me share this fact with you. HBCUs make America strong. Please remember, save the date March the 20th, 2021. That's the day we will build on the great legacy of American HBCUs and the work of UNCF. Always remember, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in.
Hey, welcome back to the show again. If you're just joining us, I'm Anthony Brown, your host for the HBCU Alumni House Party again. Thank you again. We put the links in the chat if you want to participate in either one of those UNCF events that are coming up real soon. And I told you, you so black. Oh, I was so excited when they actually wanted to actually put the group in that little advertising. Thank you, Facebook. I appreciate that. Now, let's talk about one of our schools of the week. Listen, I put a message in the Facebook group, the HBCU Alumni United group, and I said, I need for all Atlanta University, Clark College, and Clark Atlanta University alums to represent. And like in 24 hours, over 1,200 people responded. Y'all were shouting out your class, your family, your roommates, your experiences. You all were just in there showing up and showing out. And then someone had the nerve to say, well, why are you separating Clark College from Atlanta University to CAU? I thought, well, I'm so glad if you did not know. We're going to talk about that and so much more. So today, I am so excited to have my good friend. Listen, she is the Senior Director of Alumni Relations. I hope I got that right. Because I always send the message up. She is Gay-linn, Gatewood, Jasho. She's been knowing me when I had hair. I am so glad to have her here on the show. But not only do I have Gay-linn, I get excited whenever I get to have one of our institution's presidents who is guiding the ship in these uncharted territories and doing a marvelous job. So I'm so glad to have Dr. French, the president of Clark Atlanta University, here on the show with us as well. Y'all come on, show some love, make some noise. Y'all like, listen, I'm excited to be here. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it like this. I want to sit in between the both of y'all. I'm going to put myself in the middle. I get to be in the middle of these two great people. Now, little known Black history fact, y'all. I actually wanted to go to Clark Atlanta University. I did. time with the Morehouse, and I didn't want to be near here because I was always in his shadow. I was like, oh, I want to go to Atlanta. But I have much love for CAU. So thank you, Dr. French. Thank you, Gay-linn, for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gay-linn?
Thank you.
Go ahead, Gay-linn.
French, thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. But Anthony, I have watched you grow since you were a student at then Bethune-Cookman College, but now the wonderful BCU, as you all holler out. It's just a joy to be here tonight. Clark Atlanta University last time, we had a wonderful experience because you opened the door for all the HBCUs, and I thank you for opening the door for us this year. It's amazing because we already had an initiative in place about Share Your Heart for CAU, and then when I was listening to the program that night, and I said, no, you didn't put Clark Atlanta during Valentine's Week. And so we have combined the two initiatives. We're excited about our alumni giving back to Clark Atlanta. I can attest to all of our participants that the check does come to our institution because we received our $11,614 check back to CAU. And I know Dr. French will tell us where to put it because we don't know yet, but it's there. But we just thank you for the opportunity. But also, President French, I just thank you for being here because I know how much you support our alumni base. And I know you've been going all day, so I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to hang out with Anthony a little bit longer, but I'm going to let you talk to us for a minute, please.
Dr. French, listen, first of all, let me just commend you on a stellar job and what you do for not just Clark Atlanta, but also for UNCF and our member institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an opportunity to sit on the board of directors, a board of presidents with Dr. French, and just to be in this room with all of this knowledge and all of this experience is such an honor to be there. And just, I was with this gentleman, I was with him, back in March when we were just saying, what if the pandemic happened? And literally a week later,
that's right,
it happens.
It happened. It happened. Yeah. And let me tell you, let me thank you for having me this evening, and let me pay homage to Gay-linn Jasho, who does a fabulous job for Clark Atlanta University. This sister bleeds Clark Atlanta University, and she's been a comrade and a colleague. Little known fact, I probably shouldn't say it, but I met Gay-linn before I came to Clark Atlanta University because she wanted to make sure that I came to Clark Atlanta University, and she made she made a difference. And yes, Gay-linn is out there now. I'm sorry, but you made a difference. And then, Anthony, let me tell you, your excitement, your enthusiasm at our meetings is contagious. I tell you, and UNCF under President Lomax and our chair, President Billy Hawkins, we're making huge strides. But for your part, what you do with alums, dude, you were in that room. I think we were in Charlotte, okay? And you stole my inauguration theme. Yeah, I still remember, okay, when we're talking about going forward together. You said, I like that. Next thing I know, it's all over your literature. So
it was.
But see, you know why you can do that? Because you're my frat brother, okay? A proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. And I've got to give a shout out to Anthony Pinkard, the president of Wilberforce University. Yes. So when they told me that I'm meeting with Anthony Pinkard on this call, or are supporting Anthony Pinkard on this call, Anthony Brown and myself, I thought it was a frat meeting at first. Okay, but it's about these fine institutions and this whole CARE initiative. And I got so excited, man, because your relevance with this generation was so significant. Even when I saw the barbershop scenes and the scenes in the community, it showed your relevance for why you're touching this generation and other generations to raise money for HBCUs. I mean, you're getting it done. And in the midst of that song about our Blackness, which I loved, I heard that theme, lift every voice and sing, which I'm coming back around to and claiming and making sure that we're clear that some young man by the name of James Weldon Johnson, when he was walking across our campus of Atlanta University, perhaps going from trigonometry to philosophy classes, somewhere in the subconscious of his mind, he put together the words, lift every voice and sing, on the campus of Atlanta University. So we claim that 100%. Okay. And Brother Brown, when we have UNCF meetings, when we go to church meetings and they say James Weldon Johnson, I would ask that we would say parenthetically, graduate of Atlanta University, now CAU, because he made an impact, and you, my brother, are making an impact today with this whole CARES initiative. And I just had to come to be with you to let you know I support you, man, and you're doing great things, and we're here with you, for you, as you lift us all together. Thank you, brother.
Doc, I appreciate it so very much. I thank you. Listen, I think you all kind of lit the fire under me. I always tell the story about how this event got started. It was really, we were in Charlotte. We were having breakfast one day with you, me, Dr. Hawkins, and a few other presidents. Yep. And I asked you all then, I said, what would you have me do at the time if I become president of the NAC? And I asked you all when we got to DC, and you all told me very clearly 3 things. And we need you to recruit, we need you to fundraise, we need you to advocate. If you can do those 3 things, that's what y'all told me.
And that's what you're doing. You're knocking it out of the park, brother. You're knocking it out of the park. Congratulations. And see, I'm a leader, but I'm still a disciple. I've been going since early this morning. But when Gay-linn told me, I need you on this call, and this is Anthony Brown's, okay, I am here to be sure. And I'll collaborate anytime that we need to collaborate. Because Gay, you're doing a great job.
Listen,
Thank
Doc,
you, President Trent. Thank you so much for being here.
We're not going to hold you. So, but I appreciate you being here today. Thank you so very much. We're going to talk to Gay-linn. I know Devin, your NAA president, is going to be coming on a little bit later. We're going to talk a little bit more about Clark Atlanta. So, but while we do that, to our ladies and gentlemen, again, I know we had our issues and our concerns about not having homecoming last year, and we can't wait till we all get back together with all God's children can come back together, and we can have a homecoming once more and again. But with that, there was an alum from Clark Atlanta who said she wrote a what we call a love letter to homecoming. And I found this video that dedicated to Clark Atlanta University, and I do want to share that to our viewing audience right now. This is CAU, a love letter to homecoming. Let's go check this out.
A love letter to homecoming. We were on the field fellowshipping, sharing the tightest of embraces while vowing to do it again, forever. Then we did it again and again. We'd hear the rallying call. We'd feel the pulse ever so strong, the alarm off in the distance that rings just loud enough and just in time. We'd gravitate toward the heartbeat, as we did so annually, that reminds us we are inextricably linked, connected to something much greater than ourselves, much greater than we set sail for the very first time we touched down as freshmen. Connected to you, one by one, beat by beat, we'd rally to thee. Clark Atlanta feels so good, and when you arrive, it's Black love in its highest form. The kind you carry with you into perpetuity, the kind that carries you, that lifts us up and brings us back. An ode to homecoming, where if nothing mattered at all, our Black lives mattered. Our love, our rituals, they mattered. And though we find ourselves plagued by universal pandemic and war wounds, we must tap in, metaphysically. Homecoming is a hug, the kind we find ourselves needing now more than we ever have, the kind we are quite literally starved for. Recent years malnourishing and our current global quest for recognition of our lives has us listening ever so intensely for the rallying call. That will not come this year. We will have to lean on past years' misconnections and reconnections of old friends and new alike. We thought we'd at least get to find a love or make one this time. We'd make up for lost time because 4, 5, or even 6 years for some of us wasn't quite enough. Our greatest love will carry us. Let knowing that we have always mattered carry us. From our CAU to the AUC and other HBCUs alike, know that our rituals are not lost. Feel that we are bound by tribes, generations, anniversaries, organizations, and reunions past. So until next time, we will descend onto those sacred grounds. They will once again touch our souls, forever bounding us to greatness. We will for now, near and far, dig deep down in our unrelenting barrel of find a way or make one. Time nor space nor pandemic will keep those of us who beckon into the call away from reuniting with our tribe.
That was such a beautiful moment. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. I mean, you can't help but just feel a part of the institution when you watch that.
Oh my gosh. I just felt that. I felt that. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to
Thank
get
you
back.
so much for showing that piece.
So, all right, now, real quick, before we get up out of here, and when we talk about the money real quick, explain to our viewers real quick the difference or the relationship between Atlanta University, Clark College, and Clark Atlanta University.
And there's actually a fourth school. In 1865, that's when Atlanta University was founded, and that is our graduate parent institution. In 1869, there was Clark University, whose name changed to Clark College when it joined the Atlanta University Center. In 1988, we became a consolidated institution. An undergrad and a graduate institution came together. And to explain the transition from Clark University to Clark College, one of our seminary schools, which is a part of ITC, it became a part of that group, Gammon Theological Center, and that's why we became a college. So we went from Clark University, 1869, to Clark College, and that was in 1941. And then in 1988, Atlanta University and Clark College consolidated. And the reason why I keep stressing the word consolidated, because it was a grad school and an undergrad, and we became Clark Atlanta University in 1988.
Wow.
The joy when the 1,200 people were chiming in on Facebook, because you would see, some would say CC, some would say AU, some would say CAU, but we're all one. Because even when I say my class years, which I'm not ashamed of, I finished Clark College in 1981, which is now Clark Atlanta University. And I also completed my master's from Clark Atlanta University in 1994. So again, as I always use this example, if it wasn't for Ida and Robert, Gay-linn would not exist. So if it's not for Clark College and Atlanta University, CAU would not be who she is at this point.
Listen, I'm looking at some of the comments that's coming through talking about, they said, wow, teach us, drink the knowledge, Gay-linn, drop the knowledge. I see CAU 95. I see the alumni. I see parents in the chat right now. Now, everybody who's watching, so we do believe, again, thank you all again for helping us raise over $11,000 for Clark Atlanta University last year. So our goal is to at least raise $1 more than what we raised last year. I need more than that. I really need more than that. Come on, y'all. I need more than that. Every school gets a week, and I would love to be able to at least raise much more than that, but we need all the Panthers and all those who love, because I believe that all HBCU alumni can support all HBCUs, right?
Yes.
So you can put 5 on it. You can put 10 on it. I think last year for 2020 was the first time I've ever given to every HBCU. First time ever for me. I don't know about anybody else in the room, but I'm like, okay, I got a nice little piece of dividend. I got some, got my receipts. Because now, you know that through Facebook, we do everything through Facebook Donate. Facebook will send you a receipt with Clark Atlanta's information on there. That way you can use it for your tax purposes for the following year. But all money goes straight from you to the school. It doesn't touch my hand, doesn't touch anybody else's hand. It gets transmitted into a check, like they hold the check right now, so they can determine how they want to apply these dollars. You know, our goal is for them to help and support students in need with scholarships, with resources, with technology. You know, some students are still without hotspots, without tablets, without those types of things in this pandemic while we're still working virtually. So Gay-linn, talk about the importance of why we should be supporting Clark Atlanta this week.
I think that it's important to support Clark Atlanta just because of who we are to our community. And when I say our community, I'm talking about locally, nationally, and internationally. Clark Atlanta we have alumni who have impacted the world. When I think about the entertainment, we have Kenny Leon, we have Kenya Barris. When I think about scientists, when I think about doctors, I mean, we're there. And one thing that I have always enjoyed about being an alum, we're humble, but yet we're still proud. And I think humility will always get you a long way. And so even with our students, when I look at what they're walking through, because as adults, you know, we learn that when adversity comes, we know how to walk through. But I'm proud of our Clark Atlanta students. So this is the time to support them tremendously with your gifts. And we just thank you for every dollar that you give, because without your help, our students would not make it. So Anthony, I also want to thank you at this time for this opportunity, because one thing that I have learned by working in alumni relations, there are different ways of giving. And just to see that we can give through this vehicle, because, you know, as young folks, we don't always write the checks, but we can virtually go in and press a button. So I'm just asking for you all, press the buttons so that Atlanta can raise more than just $1 over, but we can really make a huge difference in our students' lives. Thank you again for this opportunity. And I also would like to wish the best to Wilberforce University this week also.
Definitely. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have put the link on the screen and in the chat. So if you want to make a donation right now, and again, hit that share button, hit that like button, let us know, so that way you can let your Facebook, your social media community know as well that, you know, it doesn't have to be just CAU alum. It can be anybody, family, friends, other HBCU alums, your coworkers, anyone. Right now, I see people are probably giving. So right now, when I look at the screen right now, I'm at $1,220. Again, so last year was $11,634. So the goal right now is $1,635. And the moment we go over that, we're gonna keep pushing needle until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday night. So if we hit this goal, we're gonna just push it up some more. So let's refresh this screen real quick and let's see if anything else has come in. No, well, we're still at 12:20, but that's okay. We're gonna keep moving this needle because we've dropped some knowledge tonight. We have shared some gems, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I know Gay-linn, she's had a busy day today, but she's gonna hang out with me for just a little while longer.
I will.
We are going to, matter of fact, hey, Vanessa, this is my good friend, Vanessa Sparks. She is a parent. Her daughter attended Clark Atlanta University. And so Vanessa is in New York City, and she is always here. I want to say her daughter is a 2004 alum.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I know she is out there sharing the information. Thank you to Cynthia Johnson for talking about the CARES initiative. Again, Monique Robinson, awesome job as always. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Sam. How you doing, sir? So glad to have you here and to be a part of the conversation. And so
Sam Burston serves as our Vice President for Institutional Advancement, and he's our Chief Advancement Officer. And as I like to say, he's my upgrade. So he's the leader of the group.
Listen, Sam is that one. I wish we could have got him. I need Sam to do my opening intro. I need to just do a whole opening intro. Sam, look forward to that script. I'm gonna send him something so we can do a voiceover, so he can do a whole intro to the. You are now watching the HBCU Alumni House Party. Oh, he can put that voice on. Oh, y'all don't even know. Listen, We about to get up out of here, but we're going to be back. Don't touch that dial unless you got to go check your other social media feeds and come back. We're going to talk with Wilberforce University right after this break. We got to go pay a few bills. Yeah, if you want to become a sponsor, you want to become a program partner on the show, just drop me a message in the chat and I will send you information if you would like to be a guest on the show one day. Sometimes we just bring other alums on the show and talk about some of what they're doing. You are more than welcome to come be a part of it as well. So again, drop me a message in the chat. We would love to have you here, and we'll be right back right after this.
Even though there is so much against us,
you will see me choose to protect myself and my community from the coronavirus by wearing a face covering.
Because it's going to take all of us thinking about one another.
And even with my face covered, you will see me.
You will see me as a mother, a wife, a friend.
As an athlete who gave everything to the game I love.
As a father, leading by example.
As a sister.
An entertainer.
As a champion for my people.
You will see me finding a light in a dark time.
To unlock our creativity and push our craft.
You will see me demanding the space to tell the stories that matter.
As a man who knows that tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Join us in wearing a face covering to help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because covering your face is one small act of kindness that has the power to bring us together.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hey everyone, let me tell you about exclusively HBCU. They are more than your typical subscription box service. Their mission is to highlight and collaborate with other HBCU alums and entrepreneurs, while providing opportunities and scholarships to current and future HBCU scholars. And did I mention they have a really great product line like this, and this, and even this. The company's aim is to bring awareness to HBCU's rich history and showcase why our alma maters are still relevant and essential today. Now, they want to continue their support by donating 10% of each sale to the United Negro College Fund by using the promo code UNCF at checkout. So go check out their website at www.exclusivelyyhbcu.com and grab you something nice for yourself or that HBCU student of yours. Better yet, sign up for the quarterly subscription box and use promo code UNCF at the checkout. And by the way, tell them that your Uncle Anthony sent you.
See you is where the beat, we can beat up, we're family. From the sweat.
Or the MEAC, CAA, or the SEAC. HBCU is where to be. We can be, but still family. HBCU, baby, yo. Hey, welcome to HBCU Alumni Party. Again, I'm your host, Anthony Brown. Thank you so very much. Again, hitting share, hitting that like, letting us know, putting the comments in the chat. Again, I was so excited to have Dr. French and Gay-linn from Clark-Atlanta University to be here. Again, we are trying to raise money for Clark-Atlanta University and for another HBCU that's real near and dear to my heart because it's right down the road. I mean, in literally speaking, compared to where Clark-Atlanta is, I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio. I can get to Wilberforce a lot quicker. And so I am so glad to have them here with us today. So now, I got my good buddy. Well, let me bring on Dale Woods. She is the National Vice President for the National Alumni Association for Wilberforce University, all the way from the DMV, all the way, up there, representing the DMV. Y'all show some love, make some noise right now. Y'all better put some claps. I need to see the yellow and the gold and the green hearts in the chat, like right now. Y'all show, hey, what's happening, Dale?
Hi, how are you? How are you, Mr. Brown? I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
I am so glad to have you here today. And I also want to bring on, he is the alumni chapter president for the Cleveland Alumni Chapter for Wilberforce University National Alumni Association. He is also, if y'all got any issue, no, I'm kidding. He is also one of the admins and one of my producers here for the HBCU Alumni House Party, as well as this man, he's just working on top of his full-time job. He's also the president of the Delta Alpha Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. My brother, y'all show some love for Lester Holmes.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for having me on.
Welcome back to the show. Listen, I can really get out the way and let you I can leave. I mean, I can leave it, right? As a matter of fact, here you go. I can just do this.
Oh, so
I figured, but maybe you know what? He can handle it.
If you want to take a bathroom break or something, man, I got you.
Exactly. So listen, I am so glad to have the Woo, or in some cases, some of you all say the Force, in the house with us today. So glad to have you all here. Cynthia Johnson, I see your comment just pop up saying she would love to be a program partner and to promote her online boutique and give 10% of her sales. Come on! Yes, we will be getting back with you momentarily. I'm sorry, I got excited. So, Leslie, can you send her a message real quick? All right, so Dale, let's go to you.
Right. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get her.
Good. So I'm gonna go talk to Dale while you go handle that real quick. So,
hi.
Y'all, we multitasking real quick. So, Dale, let's talk about National Alumni Association. How have you all been managing with alumni engagement in this whole environment?
Well, basically, we've been engaging virtually like everyone else. So things have been moving pretty rapidly in terms of how we engage with our alums. We meet on a regular basis. So we have no problems there. We've been doing our business, handling our business like we should, getting things done, and just rocking and rolling and moving along, going with the flow with this virtual environment like everyone else. I mean, we have no other choice. We got to keep the business going. We got to keep the establishments, the relationships going, and things are going pretty well.
Awesome.
Some at times, but we work through those challenges and we get it done.
Now, listen, so let me ask you a question. What got you to Wilberforce?
Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I said, it's been so many years. So what got me to Wilberforce is through a counselor. And this was not a normal counselor through a high school or anything like that. I was raised by my mother, single parent. I have 5 siblings. And I was raised up in Philadelphia, the hard part of Philadelphia. I'm talking about ghetto environment, drug-infested environment. And my mother, she wanted a better life for us. So what she did was she was introduced to this gentleman who had his own business. And basically what his business did was establish a relationship with children and to help them and nurture them, and to make sure that they were educated and to help them to pursue their dreams by going to college. So this was a private organization. I know my mother had to pay some money. I don't know how she did that. So he put this package together for me. He sat down, talked to me about Wilberforce University. I had no idea what Wilberforce University was all about. I didn't even know where it was, but he shared with me that it was the oldest HBCU school. and that they offered a cooperative education program. And so he said that, right, when he mentioned that, I didn't know what that meant. So he explained to me that you could earn money and gain work experience at the same time while going to school. So that was a draw for me because, okay, money, I think I can handle that. So that's how I got to Wilberforce. So I can recall when my mother dropped me off at Wilberforce. We drove from Philadelphia about 10, 12 hours in the car. And when we got to this road, Road 42, which my alums all know about, this is the main road from the city, the next closest city to Wilberforce, Ohio, that takes you to Wilberforce. And when we're down that road, all I saw was cornfields, and I'm like, what in the world? Coming from the inner city of Philadelphia to a rural area where there were all cornfields, like, you gotta be kidding me. So when they dropped me off, I basically cried. I said, I don't know if I can do this. I can't stay here. But lo and behold, it worked out well for me. I met a lot of friends. And the one thing that's unique about Wilberforce, when you go to Wilberforce University, you step on that campus, you become a part of a family, a real connection, because there's people there that were going through or similar challenges and experiences that you had as growing up as a young person. So that was the connection for me. Like I said, if I had 10 cents in my pocket, someone else had 5 cents, we knew how to put that together and make something out of it, because we all came from basically the same type of background.
Awesome.
And my journey, when my parents or my mother dropped me off there, I never looked back. It was home for me.
Listen, so now, Lester, I'm going to come to you and ask you a little bit more about, give me some, just in case, we had a wonderful conversation between Cheney and Lincoln University last week. But Wilberforce's first is different than our two public HBCUs. Can you tell our viewers who may not know, because there are some folks who may not know about this history of Wilberforce?
Okay, so Wilberforce University was founded back in 1856. That's several years before the start of the Civil War. And when we say we're the first, we're referring to the fact that we are the first university to be owned and operated by Black Americans. We were founded by Daniel Payne and the AME Church. So that's how far back we go. And for those who don't know, AME stands for African Methodist Episcopal, which is a major denomination in this country. So we are the first that were owned by us, operated by us, to educate us in the United States.
Oh, so the money resides at the Woo. The money.
Well, speaking of money, we got some great news yesterday about some money. So we are very, very happy and blessed at Wilberforce University. In fact, tomorrow is our 165th Founders Day convocation.
Wow.
So we have to be doing something right to live through 165 years of segregation, of racism, of COVID-19. We are still here at Wilberforce University.
Wow. Another known little Black history fact, if some people did not know, is that Wilberforce, you birthed another HBCU.
Yes. So Wilberforce University. So back in the 1950s, Central State is founded in 1887. But shout out to Central State. We have a great relationship. We mess with each other, but we don't let anybody else mess with us. And that's what it is. And so shout out definitely to Central State University. I know a lot of them have donated to our campaign this week, and we certainly appreciate that support. But yeah, so we ended up birthing Central State University. So we have two HBCUs right across the street from each other, very similar to the way that the Atlanta University operate. That our schools are so close to each other. So it's definitely ironic that we're sharing this fundraising occasion with Clark Atlanta University.
Do you all, can a student take classes both at Central and Wilberforce, or vice versa?
That has happened. I remember last year we even had some Wilberforce students living on Central State University's campus. So those things have happened in the past. We obviously have a good working relationship with Central State University. You know, the rivalry is always there, but at the end of the day, we're both two Black proud institutions in the middle of Xenia, Ohio, so we have to collaborate, and we do work together.
Listen, if anyone has ever been to Wilberforce University or been to Xenia or in that Dayton area of Ohio, it's a beautiful campus, beautiful space, a lot of greenery. So, you know, again, it's out there, but you know, it's a nice, beautiful space. And have a great time. You can be at Wilberforce, you can go across the street, you can stop, get you a Slurpee at the 7-Eleven. And then you can go down to the post office, you can go to the Black History Museum, and then you can go see Central State. Then you keep walking through Central State. In the back of Central State is more Wilberforce University property. Yeah,
Yes, the barn, which was the party mecca of the area. I remember as a freshman, because you know we didn't have cars. The barn is back there. Back in the area where we had the old campus. So shout out to those of the alums who are watching who actually went through Shorter Hall, in the old campus and those type of things. So just giving a little bit history about our university. So the land is there. You know, we don't use the barn anymore, but in my era, shout out to the class of 99 and anybody who came in during the 90s, we definitely were at the barn every single Friday for a great party.
I heard about the barn. Now listen, we're not going to show you a video of the barn, but we are going to show you a quick picture, a quick video of the campus. If you know any students who are interested in going to Wilberforce University, it's a great private HBCU, you know, where you could be a very intimate environment, very small classroom environment. Again, it's a great option and opportunity. We are going to be dropping the links to their websites, to their alumni associations, to both Clark and to Wilberforce in the chat. If you haven't already seen it, we're going to drop them again. But let's go take a quick look at Wilberforce University.
Right.
Earth, restoration, and revival describes the new era taking place at Wilberforce University. It supports the groundwork to the university's framing imperatives of excellence, innovation, and kindness. The experience is becoming our legacy, remembering our sacrifice and operating at a level of excellence. At Wilberforce, whether you are a student, staff, faculty, alumni, family member, or a friend, you have the leverage and freedom to be transformed into a leader. One thing our Wu family does well is persevere and rise to confront opportunity, and we unite to rebuild at our university. We call everyone to continue the legacy at Wilberforce. And me becomes we, less becomes more. Sewell Martyr.
We are Wilberforce! We are Wilberforce! We are Wilberforce! We are Wilberforce!
We are Wilberforce. I love it. I'm here for it. Now, Madam Vice President, let's share with our viewing audience the importance of why we want alums, whether you are from Wilberforce, you're from Central, you're from Bethune, you're from Spelman, or you're from any other institution of Highland, or you're just somebody who wants to support. Tell us why we should be supporting Wilberforce University this week.
Why not? Okay, so that's pretty easy to answer. I mean, we come from a lineage and pedigree of hardships, from slavery, the shores of Africa to where we are today. There are people, our ancestors, that fought and died for us so that we could have the freedom and right to be educated. So why not give back? Why not give back to your alma mater? They have invested in you so that we are where we are today. We wouldn't be where we are today without our ancestors and the sacrifices, the many sacrifices that they have made. And we need to leave a legacy for our children and our future grandchildren. That's why we should give back. We want Wilberforce to survive from 10 years, 20 years from now. We want to see our schools thrive 100 years from now. So it's our duty, it's our responsibility to give back, because someone gave back for you to where you are today. That's why you are where you are. If it wasn't for Wilberforce University, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I have traveled extensively around the world. I can't imagine not having the education that I obtained from Wilberforce University. If I wasn't a graduate from Wilberforce University, I don't think I would have been afforded the opportunity to go and travel to the places that I have been. So it is your duty, it is your responsibility, and why not help somebody else?
I love it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at $1,410. $1,410 we have raised since Monday afternoon to right now. So again, both campaigns go until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday. Now listen, Wilberforce University is celebrating their Founders Day tomorrow. So what a great gift that you can be able to give to Wilberforce University this week. Just don't give them a donation. Don't put $5 on it just because it's their birthday. Come on, let's celebrate. Lester, anything you want to say about the donation?
Listen. We know we're not going to have Dawn Dance this year, and Dawn, as a Wilberforcian, Dawn Dance is the time when we like to come together to celebrate, step shows and whatnot. Classes, different, mingling with different generations, all that good stuff. We know Dawn Dance isn't going to happen, and we know you drop a lot of money at Dawn Dance between your travel, between your hotel room, between going to the Holiday Inn. I'm not going to tell all our business, all our family business, but you know what I mean. So right now, I need you to take a little bit of that money you would have spent on the Dawn Dance and put some of it on this campaign. There's no reason we shouldn't leave the air tonight with $1,500. Wilberforcians out there, you know me. You have supported me all my life. I love you, but we need to get to $1,500 by the end of this show. So let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You all have heard the challenge. I want to get to both schools. I want to give them to $1,500 before midnight. I would love to get to both schools before midnight.
Let's do it.
So I need you all to help us get there. Again, share it. We put the link in the chat one more time. We will, again, there's the link right there on the screen. But it is also in the chat. If you're not seeing it, just put a message in the chat. Like, I don't see the link. We'll post it again. Not a problem. Also, to someone who, Cynthia and whoever else was watching earlier, if you could just email Brother Holmes below. If you could just email him below. We did put that information in the chat as well. If you could email him, if you would love to be a program partner, to be a sponsor, if you want to be able to maybe get a commercial on here, you could do a live. We could do a live mention. We can mention you on our Clubhouse show. We can mention you on our podcast or on Spotify. Oh yeah, we got you. We gonna advertise for you. Matter of fact, I'll even wear your stuff. Listen, I wear a size medium. I will wear your shirts. I'm wearing one of our sponsors today. Yes, I am. This is from Historically You. I will wear your shirts. I am not going to discriminate. I will wear any HBCU shirt. So if I get a Wilberforce shirt, I'll wear it. I will wear it, and wear it with pride. I was looking for my Clark Atlanta shirt today, Devin. I know Devin, who's the NAA president, coming back from Clark Atlanta. He'll be on here shortly. He gave me a shirt. I couldn't find it. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna find that shirt. Take a picture this week with it. All right. So with that, I've been talking. Listen, Dale, Lester, thank you so very much for allowing us to take another look at what you do and how you support and how you're involved with alumni and your experiences at Wilberforce University. We're going to talk a little bit more about alumni engagement, and we're going to play a quick round of HBCU this or that right after this break. Don't touch that dial unless you're hitting the share button. We'll be right back. Let's go.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Are you interested in attending an historically black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College Application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically Black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
America, land of the free. It's at the core of who we are. Freedom. The freedom to live without fear, to drive through all 50 states, to sleep safely in our own beds, the freedom to jog where we please, to watch birds in the park, to wear a hoodie, the freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because no matter your religion, gender, disability, age, race, all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
HBCU better than yours.
From the SWAT or the MEAC, CNAA or the SEAC, at the end of the day, we got your back, cause we're family. All right, welcome back to the HBCU Alumni House Party. I'm Anthony Brown, your host for the day. I am so glad again that you are here. You've been hitting that like button. You've been hitting that share button. Not only that, you've been hitting in that donate. You've been hitting that donate button. Shout out to all my tardy to the party folks. All right, so today we've been raising money for Clark-Atlanta University and Wilberforce University, and we greatly appreciate it so much. Side note, real quick, the Common Black College application now has 60 HBCUs on the list, and both Clark-Atlanta and Wilberforce University are on the application. One application, 60 HBCUs, $20. Now, we did drop the link in the chat, so you can be able to use that link so you can get that $20. Help a student. There's still some options and opportunities. You can pay it forward. You can just go and pay the $20 for the student. Go and pay the $20 for the student. And while you're paying the $20 for the student for the application, then go and put $5 on Clark-Atlanta and put at least $5 on Wilberforce. All right? All right. So with that, I am so glad, real quick, before we get up out of here, first, let me bring he's my vice president for public relations for the National Alumni Council for UNCF, but he's also the president of the Clark-Atlanta University National Alumni Association. Y'all showed up for my good friend, Devin White. Man, what's going on?
What's going on, Anthony?
You doing all right, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Listen, I can't complain. Listen, your president came here and showed up and showed out. Gay-linn and did her 1-2. She didn't wow them real quick. Listen, she made your job real easy. All you got to do now is go back and connect with them 1,200 plus alums and make sure they paid their alumni dues or get them alumni.
Make sure they paid their dues and given a day. It's very important for them to give back to Clark-Atlanta University, as we know. All of our HBCUs need it, especially when you look at Clark-Atlanta University. I'm so excited. I know that President French and my Director of Alumni Relations, Gay-linn, Gatewood, Jasho, did a fantabulous job. And so, like you said, my job is easy. I'm here to encourage each and every one of our alums to give to this campaign. Let's make sure we exceed our numbers. We was in the top 5 last go round.
You
could have been in the top 3, but now we're gonna make sure that we have somebody have to shoot for it. As you say, shoot for the stars. They're gonna have to shoot for the gifts that we're gonna give by the end of this week. And so I know we can do it. We're gonna show up and we're gonna show out, because that number is going past that $11,000.
I love it. I love it. And Gay-linn, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Devin. Thank you for coming.
Hey, absolutely.
Listen,
absolutely.
So you heard me give him the challenge and the charge, Gay-linn. He's like, he got to go. I'm not gonna put it on you. I'm gonna put the work on him and his team to go through that 1,200 alums that posted, so they can cultivate them. That's cultivation.
Right.
Exactly. Right. But of course, you know, we have you back, Devin. We got you back.
Absolutely. You take that 1,200. We talking about put 5 on it. We want you to put 10 or 20 on it. So when them
There we
1,200
go.
can turn into after 12,000, you know,
There
we trying
we
to
go.
go for 24,000.
There
Put
you
20
go.
on it.
Look, we
Five
know Devin
was
was the
back in the
one
day.
last time.
Right.
We know Devin
5
was
was
the
back
one
in the
last
day
time
when I was on the
taking
yard. We
that
talking
meter.
about they had put 5, 5 on it. Now we putting 20 on it now in the 2000s. It's 2020, 2021.
I also want to welcome back Dale and Lester to the show. Again, from Wilberforce University, because they had quite a few people commenting off of their Facebook posts as well. And I said all the Wilberforce alums show up. They had a laundry list. So again, that's another opportunity to go back and cultivate those alums to make sure they are active in an alumni chapter and paying their national alumni dues. Come on.
That's right.
I was gonna say, Devin. So real quick, before we get up out of here, we play a quick round of HBCU alumni this or that. Devin, share with us real quickly the importance of why we need alumni to pay their dues and be active and have an active voice in the NAA.
Because it's the most thing about important is the fact that you're giving back to the institution. But not only that, you're being part of Alumni Association and what we do. As said earlier today, I heard, and I don't know if Gay-linn mentioned this again, we're the soul of the institution, as she always stated and kind of put that out there. We're the soul of the institution, and therefore it's important for us to join the Alumni Association, join our local alumni chapters, due to the fact that in those various areas that not only we are being part of being the fabric of the community, but also we're showing the love for our institution, which is Clark Atlanta University. Your membership dues go a long way. It helps us continue the programs and services that we have within the Alumni Association, but also the importance of us giving back to the institution and by way of us providing scholarships and programs and services to the students that currently sit at Clark Atlanta University.
Spoken like a true president of the NAA. I love it so very much. Now, Dale, you want to talk about, I see you got somebody from your Dayton alumni chapter. I want to make sure I shout her out real quick. And again, Monique said, they don't have a chapter in Texas, but she did still pay her dues. So you want to talk about the importance about alumni engagement from your lens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. Yes, it is vital and essential to the success of our university to ensure that our alums get engaged in their local chapters, to ensure that they are actively engaged in terms of giving back, fundraising, recruitment, retention. That goes a long way for the university because the money ultimately goes back to the university. And without the alumni is basically the backbone of the university. We are there, we're advocates for the university. And it is, again, I have to repeat this, and I don't mean to belabor the point, it is your duty, it is your responsibility to give back, to work with your local chapters, to ensure that we are around, to leave a legacy for our children and our grandchildren long after we're gone. So it is important.
I love it. I love the fact you said it's your duty and your responsibility. And I think, and I've heard Gay-linn say this before, and some other alumni say, basically, if nothing else, administration will come and go.
Right.
Administration will come and go. But the two things that's going to be consistent always are students and alumni.
Yeah, because we're truly the permanent constituency.
Right.
And that's how we look at it.
Yeah.
So with that, I want to let you all know again, somebody said Greater New York Alumni Chapter of CAU.
Yay.
Yeah, I see the Greater New York.
Vanessa
Caesar's the president out there.
So if any other alumni chapters from Clark or Virginia or Wilberforce want to check in, say hello. Let me let you know where you let us know where you are. So before we get up out of here, real quick, HBCU this or that. Now, some of you all have seen the game. You know how we play it. Now, this is how we do, because Dale's like, what? What is this all about?
Exactly.
So I go here in the big box, right? And so those who are watching right now, I'm going to put up a topic on the screen. And whoever I put in the box, you got to guess and see what they are going to choose. Now, we're on the honor system, and we're going to see what decision they're going to make. For example, so we're going to go, I'm just going to, just so Dale can know how the game goes, I'm going to go with Lester first.
Okay.
He knows the game. He's played it before. And let's see, for Lester, we're going to go with will it be, I'm going to go Is it going to be the dining hall or the corner spot? So everybody who's watching us right now, you got to tell me in the chat real quick, what do you think Lester is going to choose? Do you think he's going to choose the dining hall, or is he going to choose, I don't know what the corner spot would be. You see, we have to go down to Xenia. If y'all know about Wilberforce, you got to at least go down the road, at least about 20-minute drive, 20 minutes down the road a little bit, and go into town real quick to get some food. So I don't know. So we'll find out in just a second. I see somebody said dining hall. I see another dining hall. I see another dining hall. Lester, what is it for you?
Well, we really didn't have a corner spot to go to. Like you said, like, listen. All we have there is, we have Wilberforce, we have Central State, and we have cornfields, unless you're going all the way to Xenia. So I had to make it happen. I had to make it happen in the CAF. I
mean, we go again, because y'all ain't had a 7-Eleven that they have now.
No, not my era. No, there was no 7-Eleven down there. Not my era.
All right, well, that is cool. So for Lester, it was going to be the dining hall. It was going to be the dining hall. All right, so now let's see for somebody else. Let's see.
That would have been Stevens for us at Clark Atlanta.
Exactly.
All right. So for Gay, because there's going to be a difference of responses for Gay-linn and Devin, because they're from different generations of Clark Atlanta. But let's see. For Gay-linn, let's go with, would it have been freshman year or senior year for Gay-linn? Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, right now in the chat, let me know, what do you think she's going to choose? Do you think she's going to choose her freshman year at Clark College? Or would it be her senior year at Clark College? So I see somebody. Let's see. I see someone says senior year. Anybody else? Anybody else want to chime in and see? Are any classmates? I haven't seen any classmates put this, spill the tea real quick to figure out what she may have said. I don't know. She's she's real tight-lipped on that one real quick. Somebody said freshman year. Somebody else said freshman year. I see 2 senior years and 2 freshman years. Gay-linn, which one was it?
It was the freshman year.
Wow. What happened freshman year?
Being from the Midwest, being around people with less pigmentation in their skin, it was a joy to come to the HBCU. So it was my freshman year.
Oh, I can see you as having a moment. You having a show moment.
Right.
We thought about that.
I was happy to be around us.
She had a moment right there. She was thinking about that, baby. Yeah, baby. All right, here we go. Dale, it's your time. Let's see for you. Let's go with. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Will she choose SGA or the Royal Court? Which one was you think that she's going to choose? Let's see. Let's think about it. Let's go into the chat real quick before she gives us her answer. I see someone say, someone said SGA. I don't know. I see somebody doing some flashback moments. Let's see. Somebody else said SGA. I don't know. Let's see. Anybody else want to chime in and see if she's going to say? I see 3 for SGA. So I don't know. Dale, which one was it? SGA or Royal Court for you?
Royal Court.
Royal Court. What's happening? Give us the tea. What's happening?
Okay, so the Royal Court is because I ran for Miss Wilberforce, so I was a part of that Royal Court.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You was a part of the Royal Court back in the day, huh?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Awesome. Amazing. See, you never know what's going to happen. All right, Brother White, let's see. You know what? I'm probably going to need, I probably know the answer to this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you think that Devin is going to choose school days or a different world? Let's go to the chat real quick. Like, do you think he's going to choose school days or a different world? I know my parents love me. Stick behind me, or would it be G5G? That's what I want to be. Let's see. I see some school days. I see another school days. I see a third school days. Let's see. Devin, which one is it?
Man, this one's so tough. I'm like, you would give me this one, right?
I know, right?
Different world.
Wow.
Oh, he said a different world.
Wow.
Why a different world, Devin?
A different world. I guess it came right after school days, right in our particular time, doing right in the 90s. And so since I was in an AUC in the 90s, I take a different world.
Yeah, for us, and I could just go back and say, if Devin and I are probably, we're in the same age bracket. For us, different world. I thought that they were my classmates. I thought that Whitley and Dwayne were my classmates. We were all glad we all went to class together. I'm like, how do they know what we just went through in class? That happened on the yard today. Literally, it happened on the yard. Like, how do you even know? Good old. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is your chance right now before we get up out of here. We are almost done. But hot donuts now. You know what happens when we do the hot donuts now. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, you get to choose which one of these four people do you think can sing their alma mater or their fight song, like right now. Which one do you think? I have an idea, but I'm going to see. Let's go to the chat real quick. Let's see. I see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Someone says Lester knows it.
I knew Monique was going to say that. I knew she was.
Wait, Corbin says Lester knows it.
Yeah, that's my saying. I knew he was going to say it.
Definitely Lester with any song. Uh-oh, Lester, I think you've been called out, brother. So, for the Krispy Kreme donuts, brother.
My connection's going bad, so I don't know. There's a lot of static here.
Well, you know what somebody else did? They said, well, they just gonna put $25 more on both campaigns if they can't sing the song.
All right, hold on. In the state of old Ohio, glorious to view, stands a noble alma mater, dear OWU. Swell the chorus ever on to gold and green be true. Hail to thee, our alma mater, dear OWU. Men and maidens from thy campus, from all states they come, and from all the rolling waters to this common home. Swell the chorus ever on to gold and green be true. Hail to thee, an alma mater, dear OWU.
Beautiful.
All right.
That's it. That is
beautiful.
It right there.
Beautiful.
Another hand. Someone said, give him the donuts immediately. Matter of fact, side note, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, Lester was a part of the renowned Wilberforce University choir that traveled to Egypt.
Wow.
So so that was planted. That was all planted. Y'all didn't even. I
didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this.
You did great.
Absolutely.
We're about to get up out of here real quick. We're about to get up out of here. We're about to go. It's been fun, but we got to run until next time. Listen, before we give our closing thought and our inspirational moment of, our inspirational thought, our inspire me moment, before we do that, I'm going to let each one of our guests give one closing thought, one final remark. If you want to give a shout out to anybody, any other closing thoughts about giving to the campaign until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday the 15th. And to also remind everyone, not only are we doing Wilberforce and Clark Atlanta this week, but next week we go to Shaw University and Virginia Union University. So next week is Shaw University, Virginia Union University. Then the week after that, we go to Lemoyne-Owen College and Virginia State. So with that, real quick, I'm going to go around the room and you can give your final thoughts and be up out of here, y'all. Devin, what you got?
One, I want to say everyone that's joining us this evening, spread the word. As you know, think about what would you do if it wasn't for Clark Atlanta University when you're making that gift and that donation? Think about what your alma mater did for you as you push that button and say donate during this campaign. And there will be no CAU without you. And so I encourage each and every one of you to give to Clark Atlanta University, as well as support all the other HBCUs. I think this is a phenomenal thing that we're doing with HBCU Alumni Cares. And so please share that dollar, cut that one break that you go on to Kentucky Fried Chicken, Steagles, going to McDonald's. Take that opportunity, cut that out your meal this week and support our historically Black colleges and universities. But on top of that, make sure you support Clark Atlanta University, one exceptional university.
Awesome. Gay-linn, what you got?
So it's so hard to come behind your national president, but I just want to say, share your heart, because that's what we're all about. And as Devin already alluded to, as alums, we are the soul of our institution. If it's not for us carrying on the spirit and the legacy of who we are, we wouldn't be. But also the Office of Alumni Relations has one other thing that we live by. We don't call our students. We call them alumni in waiting. And so it's our opportunity when they walk in as freshmen to instill that in their hearts. So therefore, they need funding sometimes to make it through. And it's our obligation, whether it's 5 or 5,000 or even 50,000, to give back to our alma mater, to give to other HBCUs. So thank you for this opportunity. And Clark Atlanta University alums, whether you're CC or AU or CAU, let's make a difference.
Dale.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again for allowing me to be on here this evening. And I just want to say to all of my alums, a shout out to you. Thank you for all that you do, your support. I know a lot of us have been working and giving back to the university, but if you could reach a little bit deeper in your pockets, that would be so helpful to keep our school alive, to keep our school around, to leave a legacy for our children, our children's children. And just not only money, we're not just talking about finances, we're talking about your services, your time, your gifts, and all that you can do. Recruit students, share your experience and your ideals with those that are looking to go to college, the pursuit of their college dream. Share Wilberforce University. Why not? Wilberforce is what has made you what you are today. So give back of your time, impart wisdom into our young people. Again, I love you. I thank you. And I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, you know how to reach me. Thank you again.
Lester, what you got?
If not us, who? If not now, when?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he said that. He said that. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I got one more thing, Carly. Let's cue up the inspire me for today, just to encourage the people, real quick. And she like, okay, let me find it. And I got it, Carly.
Hey everyone, here's another inspire me moment, and today's topic is: if you kick me when I'm down, you better pray I don't get up. Who do you think you are to talk bad, talk down, and talk about somebody else when no one is perfect? Is that what you live for? But you know what? I'm giving you too much attention right now. Let me help the other person up. And as you rise, you best believe it's about to go down. Why is that? Because you are going to be stronger, better, and wiser than any obstacle that will ever come your way. Hey, that's all I got for you today. Be sure to like and share this message and go out and make your day absolutely amazing. As always, thank you for doing all the social media things such as like, comment, follow, subscribe, and share this message on all your media platforms. Even more, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video or an upload.
Take another look. Leave your cares behind.
Hey, I want to thank all of my guests for the day from Wilberforce University and from Clark Atlanta University. Again, I believe that all HBCU alumni can support all HBCUs. Why? Because we are stronger together. When we are standing united, we are the HBCU Cares program. We got to care about our schools if nobody else does. So next week, when we start celebrating Shaw University and Virginia Union University, thank you, everybody. Why? Because my HBCU is better than yours, y'all. We up out of here.
HBCU, stand up. Like Devin. Hey, go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. CIAA or the CAU. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. Either from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA or the CAU. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CAU. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family. From the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the CAU. It don't matter where you're coming from, because we are still family. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Let's go. HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on. Come on.